Yo,
Yo, yo, repping LAFC, MLS Cup champions.
the stream is live, just so you know.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you for the warning.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know me, I say dumb shit sometimes.
How's that different than anything I do?
I'm going to have to turn my hat around, otherwise I get a big-ass shadow on my face. My neck, my back.
Uh-huh.
It's early. We have Owlbear, yes. That
Yeah.
was the message you sent earlier in the week.
It is.
Okay. Oh, boy. Let's see. Hey, Norma's live. I was playing Warlander again. Just now, giving that a shot. That's better than I remember it. I may end up spending some time doing that. I may end up streaming that.
Oh, yeah?
I gotta get my stream shit fixed.
Yeah, I'm here to help.
I just have dumb anxiety about it. So that if one little thing goes wrong, I go.
Oh. Yeah, you just kind of have to push through that, to be honest with you. Because if you're going to be online, you kind of have to just do it.
Yeah.
For lack of better words. Game. Your camera's way off center. It could be me.
I think it's you because I look pretty centered to me.
Oh, it also could be because nobody else is in the stream. So things adjust.
Truth. Oh, I suppose I gotta change my name.
Oh shit, I gotta change everybody's name.
I gotta turn sideways.
Yay.
I am not Jacob.
No, you are not.
Right now you're not DMJC either.
No, I just changed it. I should be Axe now.
No, I'm talking about in Twitch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nameplates.
I'm gonna wait to see when Kooch gets in if that adjusts everything. I'm not sure why it's doing it this time. Why it switched everybody around, but
it will sit differently based on where your windows are.
Did you change your name? Did anyone change their name in Discord? Because that puts your camera in a different position on the.
Oh.
Screen.
Does it? Oh.
I did not.
No.
Yeah, it puts them in alphabetical order on the Discord multi-screen. So if that's where you're
not
pulling
changing
the video
my name then necessarily, because Discord it doesn't matter, really.
No.
As long as the nameplates are square, which in order for us to all show up in the same places. Oh, you're gonna have to flip flop me and you, Norm. That's what you're gonna have to do in your setup in OBS.
Because you the DM.
Yeah,
I'm not overly concerned about that.
No.
Do I dare put my character's name in Owlbear at this point or not? Is it gonna freak him out?
Do what? Say what to who?
Should I put my character's name in Owlbear Rodeo, or should I wait?
I mean,
Is it bad guy?
BBEG? No.
Norm, can I put myself on the map?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you can't see anything. It's all blacked out. So
I was gonna say, I suppose I got to put it down here where I can see the grid.
That would be accurate.
You have Fog of War on?
I gotta figure out how to do that.
I'm changing to my name, so there you go. I have the window ready to go to join the campaign as soon as it's appropriate.
Owlbear Rodeo is amazeballs. Did you load that map in?
Yeah, it's just an upload, and then I did Fog of War over the top.
Fuck me. So I could upload the actual Wizards maps.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, cool.
Yeah, and I have 2 maps uploaded right now, so all I have to do is go into that little map area, the picture area, and just switch it, and it keeps Fog of War.
How do you upload? Because I open it up and I see, oh, the plus. Huh. God God, this fucking program is better than I thought it was.
It is amazing.
I'm going to need to refresh my coffee.
That's fine. I need to do something for a minute at 8:30 anyway, so we'll have a minute to poop and
Pooping.
Whatever
Pooping
it is.
doesn't take a minute.
Super dump.
well, it depends upon how much
Overdone.
fiber you've had.
Very true. Or how much alcohol.
Oh,
Alcohol's fiber, right?
yeah.
Or how long you've been holding it in the car just long enough to make it.
Also true.
Ooh, those are bad.
But at that point,
Mhm.
wiping is usually the issue that takes longer.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Same with alcohol sometimes. This is a great conversation for a Sunday morning.
Welcome to
Well,
Wisconsin.
I wouldn't expect anything less out of these guys.
Yeah, accurate.
Noon
Norm,
game
have you
today.
Norm, have you
Oh.
ever thought about playing in person?
What, D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're all switched back now. Sweet.
Now, are you in the DM hole?
No, I undid all of our nameplates because those are at will. So our names are there, but our characters are not. So I need to actually go back and create character nameplates.
Ooh.
You got a lot to do today. You may want to save that for next week.
Yeah, that's not happening right now.
I had a discussion with Rick yesterday while watching the MLS Cup final that got me thinking about things.
Uh-oh. Why did it make you happy in the shorts and you...
No. Just would like to try something, and well, we can talk about it off here. So,
Welcome,
Whatever's clever.
Kooch.
Good morning, y'all.
Ryan
So,
Kukta, LAFC, MLS Cup
Yeah,
champs.
if you can finish your biggest game of the year in penalty kicks, you did something right.
I mean, I don't know if you saw that game. I have never seen a more entertaining soccer game in my life. That game was unreal.
You want your game to be 3-4, 4-5, something like that. The scoring and the pressures that are well blocked make the big differences.
Well,
It's pretty awesome.
LA scored right in the beginning, and it was 1-0 at halftime. Philly comes out, scores in the second half, making it 1-1. LA goes ahead 2-1. Philly scores twice, going ahead 3-2. LA, their goalkeeper comes out on a challenge, makes contact with the guy with the ball, breaks his leg. He had bones sticking out of his leg. He got a red
saw that
card.
on Twitter.
He was pulled off the field. They put in a backup goalkeeper that's from like USL and like a journeyman backup goalkeeper, right? Gareth Bale scores with like 3 minutes left to tie the game 3-3. 2 scoreless extra time periods, and they go to penalty kicks with this backup goalkeeper and the Jamaican national team starting goalkeeper, like arguably the best goalkeeper in MLS. Philly misses their first kick, and this backup goalkeeper proceeds to save the next 2. Well, Blake saves the first one and then can't save one for the rest of it. I mean, like, you can't write the storyline. There was no way I would have predicted what it was how this game was won.
Definitely awesome.
Hey, G-Man.
Hey, G-Man,
That sounds like a crazy game.
It was, oh my God, if you want to see an entertaining soccer game, just go back and watch it. It is, whew, holy hell.
Yeah, it had it all.
And it justifies all the money that LAFC spent on Gareth Bale, even though he rode the bench most of the year.
All right.
For that one moment, that one goal.
Dogs are barking. Why don't you all go get coffee and stuff, and then when we all get back, we'll start the show.
Sounds good. Be right back.
all right. Well, they're gone, Ryan. You want to talk about the fighting style of dueling?
Yeah, I think I've fixed it, but I had to upload a -2 into
Yeah.
my bonus action.
That might be a glitch in D&D Beyond, because obviously if you're using the dual wield with a weapon, you're not fitting the dueling requirements because you have to have just one weapon wielding. So
Yeah.
so you're also your what do you have? Your light hammer. If you're using your light hammer and also then using your other light hammer, you shouldn't be getting the bonuses. Oh, let me see. I gotta reload your page. I probably had it open too soon. So here's an interesting. If you look at your square hammer, you can see because it's versatile, you can use it with one hand or two hands. Okay, you got it right. So you notice that the one-handed wielding is +5,
Yep.
and the two-handed wielding is +3. That's because dueling specifically says when you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons. So your dice goes up from a D8 to a D10, but then your dueling bonus goes away. So
All right. So what I'll do then is I'll add a -2 to my light hammers because
no,
I'll only ever
it
dual wield
is
my light hammers.
it looks like you got it. So
I just got it now, though, right? So it should be 1d4 + 3.
that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and
So it
that's
should
I
be good.
just updated that.
Good deal.
So
Unless there's something else that I'm not seeing, but I mean at level 2 there isn't a whole lot to be confusing it. So
yeah,
like
you're
it's not
not
like you have
missing anything.
some amazing magical item that's supposed to give a bonus to your attack rolls or your damage rolls or something. So
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
and
It was
yes,
just
I guess.
applying dueling to every single weapon I was holding, regardless of the configuration I would actually use it, right? So
Mhm. Yeah, and if I mean, if your primary weapon is the square hammer, then dueling makes a whole lot of sense. If you decided, yeah, and I don't know if he'd let you retcon it, but if you decided that you were going to use your two hammers to get that extra attack more often, the two weapon fighting might be better because then you would be able to add the +3 to your bonus action instead of. Again, I don't know what's better. It's kind of a toss
yeah,
up, but
I
I think
think my
you have a shield,
intention,
right? You have a shield.
yeah, my
So yeah,
intention is
if
really to use the light hammers only if I went no shield, 2 light hammers.
hmm so
Um,
you're losing your AC bonus to get that extra attack.
right. But also if I need to equip throwing weapons, that's
hmm
basically what I'm gonna do is stay back and throw light
So
hammers, right? So
if by chance you would be attacking with your square hammer and you lose it or drop it or something, and you keep your shield up but only grab one light hammer, you just remember to add that +2 back in because
that makes
you would
sense.
get the bonus if you just have the one.
That makes sense. Sounds good.
You guys hear that at all? Yeah? No.
Yeah, just
Hey.
very faintly though.
Oh.
I hear nothing.
Are you on the square? Are you on the level?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the background music that Tom had
No.
loaded.
Oh
Yeah, I
no, I was
can't
playing.
hear
You're
your
listening to Ghost. I don't hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I was playing.
can't hear
Square
it at
Hammer.
all.
Oh shit! Because you guys were talking about square hammers. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
are you on the level?
No, I mean that was the entire creation of the character concept.
Oh really? It was all based on it because this was pre us going to the
Yeah,
concert.
swinging. Yeah, it was. Just
Oh,
swinging the
fucking
square
cool.
hammer.
Ryan, if you want to get in the Owlbear Rodeo,
The
the
passwords in the chat in the messenger, Facebook Messenger chat.
Okay.
I had to go back
Which
and
is
find
really
it.
funny
I knew he
because I
sent
have
it.
I have a ghost eye dagger from the first session.
Is that the theme? These are the ghost investigators.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
The GIs, ghost investigators.
Call them the ghosts.
I was going to start singing Ghostbusters, and then I tried to think of something funny other than Ghostbusters with the same
Well,
music.
I was singing Square Hammer because Ryan's character is based on that, apparently.
I
'Cause he has a Square
don't
Hammer.
I don't see anything on Owlbear. Is it blank right now?
No,
No, you should see a map.
it might take a
Alright.
second to load. I don't see you because I know you're not Bruce.
All right, let me try to restart it.
Try what browser are you using? Because I had to switch browsers.
Chrome.
Okay.
I'm using what am I using?
Sorry,
I don't even know what I'm using.
you're using the Mac default is Safari.
No, I'm not. I'm on. I've got that on the laptop. So
Firefox?
it is not Chrome. It is Edge. Yeah, it's Edge, I think.
Hedge. Are you on a square? Are you on a level? Are you ready to swear right here, right now, before the devil? Fuck, I gotta listen to them more.
Uh-huh.
I had stopped listening to them. I don't know why. They're really good.
I don't know why either.
Oh,
They're doing a European tour. They new tour, like an announcement from the clergy. I'm like, fuck, that's all in Europe.
Yep, it is. Yeah, they're going to Europe in like January or February or something.
John, I noticed that.
That is a band I will go see again in a heartbeat. That was such a damn good show.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I was looking up Ryan's question on the dueling feat or dueling fighting style, I was looking and noticed that even though you carry a spear, you're not actually proficient in it. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
It's a simple weapon.
Uh,
I should be proficient in all.
you are
simple
a
weapons.
sorcerer. You are not proficient in simple weapons. You get like crossbow, light, dagger, dart, and sling or quarterstaff. I think you don't get all simple weapons as a sorcerer, unless you're getting it from something else.
Are you thinking Warlock?
From my
John?
dwarf?
Dwarves
No.
have no. That's battle axe, hand axe, light hammer, and warhammer.
How the hell was I getting it? No, there's a way.
Are you having any luck,
Unless
Kooch?
that's.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
this
not
is
seeing any map. I'm not sure what's happening.
Did you spell
I'm
it
gonna-
correctly? Check and make sure you spelled it correctly with the. There's an S in there in case you didn't see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and have the I and the E, and there's always an end in that one word.
You have proficiency with light and medium armor from being a mountain dwarf,
Yep. I know
which
that.
isn't weapon. You have, and
There
then
you go.
dwarven combat training is battle axe, hand axe, light hammer, and
it says I'm
warhammer.
in, but I still don't see the map. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I see that you're
Maybe
in.
He,
I just.
Can you go up
Oh,
to the
okay.
up?
It,
Oh, did it
it's
load?
still
I'm in. Yeah, I got it.
it's still using your strength for the damage because it's a strength weapon, but just your to hit bonus is missing the
Yeah.
proficiency.
All right.
I like your character though. I mean, I think it's
well,
fun.
It's based on Matt Mercer's character from the Exandria Unlimited.
Do you know if he used something other than Mountain Dwarf?
Mm-mm. He used the Mountain Dwarf for the chainmail proficiency. I don't think he ended up using the spear much.
Okay, so maybe it's just a
what it
flavor,
is,
more of a
because
flavor
I'm
thing.
a sorcerer.
Yeah, because your
I mean-
Ghost Eye Dagger gets the +5, and I was like, why is the spear +2? Oh, because you're a
I
sorcerer.
have a dagger now too. That is like
Today?
almost better. Also,
Yeah, I mean,
the range on the spear was being able to throw that 20 feet was a
mhm.
2060. I think it was one of Matt's things. in like a pinch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not much worse, but you could get a bunch of darts, but it's not
Yeah.
as cool flavor-wise if you're...
Yeah, but I
right,
mean, if
let's
I
get
get
the
in
show on
close
the
to
road.
someone-
So
You ready?
Sure. Yeah.
get it.
Oh, hey.
Your mom has inspiration. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM, not JC.
I was gonna say this feels really strange.
I
Are
am
we all
Norm.
supposed to point at you?
Yeah, I should.
I'm
start
pointing
going
like this. I don't know if that's right based
I
on
don't
how
know.
we're streaming
I'll-
out. but-
Yeah, you're basically you're at the top of the partridge or the top of the Brady Bunch square, down, straight down. And we're all
point down.
straight down. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
I am
cool.
Norm. I am your DM for this session and a few sessions going forward. Joining me today is one not a DM, JC. How you doing, JC?
I am doing fucking awesome. LAFC, MLS Cup champions. That game was amazing. That's all I'll say about that. If you want to see an entertaining soccer game, go watch a replay of it.
Or just listen to our pre-show. Also joining me
Yeah.
today is is Kooch, no longer Crixus.
What's up,
No,
Boomtown? Get him.
Finally. he's not
Randolf.
Crixus.
Ruby fists.
Rand.
And also joining us this time as an investigator is genius yet to be named character? Question mark.
True.
Is he seriously named after that shark?
We'll see. Hey,
Okay.
it's D&D on Sunday morning with blatant adult content warning. So enjoy this sweet rhyme while you have a great time with Kooch, JC, Genius, and Norman.
That was,
I
that was dope.
think if like that's got to go up on like permanently, like
out of
in
nowhere.
our font, like our nameplates and shit. That's got to be on our page somewhere.
It's funny because that came from one time Ryan started singing like it's D&D on Sunday morning, and then but he didn't say Norman last, and I'm like, oh, he missed the rhyme opportunity, and then I'm like, I gotta jot that down, and here a few months later, it's like, okay, it's
Fix
gonna
it.
be a limerick.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. While we're on the topic of past shows, do you want to give us a recap?
Sure. So last two shows were back in July, and this is what happened. So Ellie gives a mission and to these two investigators, and I'll let them introduce themselves after the recap if they want to. They took horses to the manor of Baron Henrik Rennet, whose wife went missing after a masquerade party. They offered to find her and traveled first to then they traveled to the manor that the masquerade was at, which was not in great upkeep. There was a pond, stable, guest houses. Weather was bad. Seemed like an all kind of walking into a horror movie. They found a small girl who was the daughter of a worker who told them that since the party that she hasn't seen anybody, but here's a heartbeat. So they had her hang out with their horses while they headed in. Found a man who was a little crazy, reeked of booze, seemed confused. Lots of dead bodies. When they started shaking the bodies, their giant worms came out of them. Axe had a tough time hitting, and ended up going down. Randolph swapped for his hammers 2 for 1 and took care of the rest. And they took some potions in a short rest. Into the second episode, they second episode was when they went back outside to take that short rest. In the kitchen, they unfortunately found Jenny's mom, who had not made it through the ordeal, and then went to a library where there was a clock with a dagger in the drawer that they took, and some books. And then they went into a luxurious room that had a hole in the floor and a younger man in there who was ranting about worms and killing, and here's a heartbeat, and they find out that this is the Count. Is it Count Labrim?
Yeah,
I
accurate.
didn't write down his.
Yeah.
Where's his last name?
It doesn't matter. He's dead.
That doesn't matter. He's dead. Turns out there was a giant worm feasting on the bodies that were down there, and after the fight, which went surprisingly well for them after the last battle, but maybe they learned something. They found they were able to talk the guy into revealing that he had killed his father and buried him in the wall of that room. In that room was also Eleanor's body, so they took Eleanor's body and tried to escape while leaving the Count inside. And as they did that, they started him on fire and burned the house down. And then they took Eleanor's body and Jenny back to Baron Renitz, explained what happens. He said there was something called echo fever. He made them constables. They got a long rest. Jenny became a ward. Jenny was the little girl. She was the ward of. She became the ward of Henrik Rennet, and they got some gold, and they got a writ of law enforcement to be constables, and they headed back to Ellie at the Belching Dragon to tell their story and level up.
That is all accurate.
And
Moldavia.
because we like limericks, when it comes to Randolph and Axe, they're serious about how to relax. When situations get risky, they pull out the whiskey because there's nothing like bourbon and snacks.
Fuck yeah.
Urban and snacks.
I love, Ryan, that you get blamed for the fire as much as you have like equal share in that fight.
I deserve it.
You hang out with me, of course you do. Guilt by association.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, on today's journey, there will be some hesitation here and there as I click buttons.
The hesitations aren't as long as you think they are ever.
Can you?
Just so you're aware.
I'm assuming you guys can all hear the audio.
Yep. Writ of law enforcement. I forgot to put that in my
All right.
inventory.
So we open up today's story at the Belching Dragon. As you can hear, it is very busy. All the tables are full. There's a bard playing in the corner. Fire's nice and warm. Everybody's having a grand old time. It is early afternoon, and everybody is in full tilt swing. Ellie's behind the bar. Axe and Rand are at the bar because they've been summoned by Ellie again. They have full plates of food in front of them, 2 or 3 empty casks or cups of mead in front of them, working on their 3rd and 4th.
At this point, they got pitchers instead of. They've stopped doing the cups and started doing pitchers.
Yeah, basically. Ellie is busy wiping down, serving all the people, running food out. And Axe and Rand are growing impatient. They've been there for an hour. Ellie has not told them what is going on yet.
Hey, Ellie!
In fact, they're getting quite angry. What? What?
Ellie, what gives? We're like constable type people now. We gotta be watching shit unless we're doing something.
Well, right
You
now
call-
you're
We're in
watching
high
me.
demand. Come on,
Right.
Eliana. We're in high demand right now.
Right now you're watching me tend to this bar, and I told you. You will be told when it is time. We are waiting on one more person, and you will just have to wait until they get here. As if on cue, the door slams open.
Chunk a little beer into my beard.
Everybody turns to look at what is going on by the front door. And all you see is this yellow light shining through with the silhouette standing in the door, hands on hips, looking around. You don't see anything other than this silhouette. It is heroic pose. I'm entering the saloon.
What time of
Watch
day
your
is it? I
women and
gotta
children.
remember this. This is an awesome entrance.
And as he steps in, the light kind of silhouette fades away, and this full, just gorgeous-looking dwarf steps in. And he looks around, just flowing red locks, just a beard that everybody's jealous of. Women
Do we
want to
recognize
be
the
him,
dwarf?
and men want to be with him. And he just exudes confidence. And he's big, and he is tall for a dwarf. And he's just, you can see the muscles rippling on him as he kind of adjusts and kind of cinches up his belt a little bit. And he's
It's
got,
the dwarven version of a Ken doll.
yeah, kind of.
Mhm.
He's got a bushy beard. He's wearing spiked armor. He's got just a giant great axe that he carries with ease. And around his waist, you see just several other smaller axes of various types. And as he steps in, just the women just start fanning themselves, and the men, kind of blush and kind of adjust their shirts. And then he spies Axe and Rand at the bar. You can go ahead and take it, Jeff.
Yeah, but by Morden's beard, is that little Randy? And hey, Wicket! I haven't seen you guys in ages.
So I'm
So
sure I
you apparently know
recognize
this guy.
this
Who is
individual.
this?
Yeah, you can continue with the next, if you want.
Why don't you take it away? You control this now.
Sure. All right. This is generally speaking, you can't find anything wrong with him, which is probably why Axe and Randolph hated him. Bruce was just a handful. Bruce was just a handful of years older. They quickly got tired of the constant. Why can't you be more like Bruce every time they failed, screwed up, erred, or pretty much did anything right or wrong? They know each other from the clan relatively well, but what Bruce thinks are fun nicknames, Randolph and Axe do not appreciate. Finding no real fault in Bruce, Axe and Randolph basically just avoided him around the clan so as not to be seen with compared to him. The only reason Axe and Randolph had for intentional direct contact was the off chance that Bruce's twin sister might be hanging around. She was as much feminine of a dwarf as Bruce was manly. Neither really had a chance with her, but a dwarf boy can dream, right? So yes,
Twin sister, you said?
Bruce will come up to the bar and he will. He sees you're eating and he will flag Ellie down and join you. Right in between. I mean, he's gonna squash himself right between you guys.
Oh, Bruce! Ellie comes up to the in front of him with a mug in hand and says,
And her
Finally.
axe rolls his eyes heavily at Ellie. The way she says, "Oh, Bruce," is like, "No, come on."
"No, Ellie. If you actually looked closer at Ellie, she's not blushing. She's just kind of busy.
Winded from running.
Yeah, she's like,
completely misinterpreted her.
Yep.
Yeah.
yep. So she's actually very much, just impatient and happy that he finally showed up. And
He's used to women acting like that around this dude.
and
Said
says,
dude, I should have said douche.
Bruce, finally you're here. But just grab a seat. I'll be with you in a second. And she scurries off.
Are you...
So, boys,
You're
what have
the
you
guy
been up
we're-
to?
You're the guy we're waiting for.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Holy hell.
We've been waiting
Ellie's
for a
got
long
some-
time, Bruce.
Ellie's got some pull down south. They requested me by name, and here I
Hey,
am.
Whatever she does to you down south is your own business. Completely misread this entire situation.
Ellie comes back and says, "Follow me," and she'll take you into the kind of the corner of the bar, so it's not as loud and kind of secludes you from the rest, so people will, kind of respect your conversation. And she says, "You've been summoned again, Axe and Rand. Henrik needs your help again. You do remember Henrik,
Well-
don't you?"
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely what we're here to help out. But can I ask, why is Bruce here?
Well, he last time you guys may have had a few issues, and Bruce is known to be very reliable and not quick with the burning of one's house down.
That house was a shithole, man.
So
That is-
he's I'm sending him with you this time to be sure that nothing happens.
So he's a babysitter.
You could say that. Do you think you don't need one?
That house needed to be destroyed. It was going to become a bigger problem that had been left standing.
Well,
Oh.
and this is why he's coming with you. He will be the
Yeah.
voice of reason in all of your decision making.
Hang on a minute. I go rummaging through my pack. You got one of these things, and I pull out the writ of law enforcement. What this means, this paper means you work for us.
We're a big deal.
You report to Rand and to me.
It's
Hey,
not
whatever
Bruce on
floats-
top. It's
Ellie,
us on top.
Ellie
Whatever
will.
floats your boat. Big wink to Ellie.
I'm putting the writ back in my bag so I don't see him wink.
Axe and Rand roll
Don't wink.
perception. Give me perception.
Don't wink at Ellie. Don't wink.
Perception. Ooh. Oh, 15. Oh, no, that's Rand's. Mine's 5.
All right, Axe, you have
busy putting my
no
writ away to notice anything.
Axe, you have no clue, but Rand, you kind of notice Ellie look at Bruce and just kind of like roll her eyes and just kind of shake her head slightly to say yes, like just follow along. And then she'll go back to saying, I need you there right away. He has taken sick. And this is of great importance. He has made it very clear that this needs to be done now. Can you go now?
We could have gone an hour ago, but this asshole wasn't here yet.
You're right.
Wait.
You're right. We could be
Ellie,
there by now.
I'll take my plate to go.
Very well. Grab your stuff, and I'll meet you up front. So,
Love you, Jeff.
Wait, can I have a bottle of bourbon to go too?
fine. So Ellie will run back behind the bar, grab the bottle, kind of give Bruce a to-go bag, and then puts a little sippy cup top on everybody's drinks. And
Bruce, what's your sister's name?
Bree.
Bree?
Yeah. You would know that from
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, and yeah, I mean, so you know that like
kidding yourself if I'm not going to ask about her because
yeah, no.
that's why I
Yeah,
want-
and you know,
Bree, man.
you guys have an obvious problem with him because of what he is, but he's really, generally speaking, he's a really great guy. He brings positivity. He's not arrogant, all that stuff. But that
He's
is
Fred.
not the part. That's not the part where you you guys focus on.
He's Freddy from Scooby Doo. That's what I'm picturing. He's a good guy. He's not a bad guy, but just because everyone loves him and he's so fucking fabulous, and like I imagine, I mean, at least for Axe, that there's a part of him that it's you remind me of my father, and the popularity he had, and that's why I push against it.
Yeah, yeah.
so Ellie
we're all
ushers
carrying
you.
Axe around.
Ellie ushers you guys outside
Multiple.
and sends you on your way. It is I don't remember what it's like, a day trip to his estate. Is there anything you guys want to talk about during that trip, or is it just kind of a lazy trip?
So, Bruce, how's your sister doing?
I haven't seen her in a while. She's, doing girly stuff. I don't know. I haven't spent a lot of time with her since I went off adventuring,
Still single?
as far as I know. But ladies, they,
Yeah.
they get around.
Yeah. All right.
Well, Well, she gets around by my place, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
High five.
Hey, Genius. Quick question: Did you add your character to D&D Beyond yet?
I did, and you might have to refresh. I had to refresh my character sheet because it didn't pull in the dice rolls right away. So, but it should be in there.
All right. So I got to be sure I add them to some stuff.
Yes, Bruce Rack and Crack for those who didn't get to see the
Rack and
last name.
Rack and crack.
There's no C's; it's all K's.
And not where you think.
Again, crack.
It's actually one of the if you hit random dwarf names, it comes up every once in a while in D&D Beyond, and I thought it was hilarious.
Okay, there we go. Excellent.
Yeah, so he's Axe's issues are all Axe's issues.
Hmm.
I don't know why Rand doesn't like him so much, but Axe's shit is all purely his. He will never own it, but it's all purely his.
Yeah. So this is all tracking very much, considering your characters are, according to the last title of the last episode, the dim with the dim-witted, or the dim light
Yeah.
and the dim-witted,
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, we needed a straight man.
Yeah, and I made sure that my intelligence was at least as high as, or higher than each of yours. So
Doesn't take a lot to get high.
no,
Axe's-
no. But I left wisdom down, so there's some things he's not going to perceive.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
All right. So you guys head to.
And Lord Henrik's.
Yep. You go to Henrik Rennett's
Henrik's Manor.
manor again, and you get there, and Ask Jeeves is at the front door, and you guys get off your horses, walk up to the front door, and knock. And the door opens up, and he looks at Axe and Rand, and he just kind of, you can see his shoulders just slump, and he sighs.
What's up, Jimbo? Boss needs to see us, apparently.
Yes, I forgot that he had called for you again.
You have any idea what
Please
this is about?
follow me this way.
How I mimic his walk.
Walk this way.
Walk this
After our
way.
conversation, please make sure that we get a chilled bourbon to go.
Get the other
He's-
bourbon's gone already.
He's just going to ignore you and say, "You, sir, you are new," in regards to Bruce, and looks him up and down and says, "And you are."
Name's Bruce.
You'll like this guy. He's not like us.
Yeah, he's a real stick in the mud like you, GVs.
I'll keep these guys in line,
He kind of ushers
and
you
I'll
in
wink at them.
and closes the door behind you, and says, "Follow me this way," and then walks back, through that area. Instead of going back to where that throne room was, he brings you up the right-hand side of the grand staircase. If you remember correctly, the staircase had it was like that, those old southern staircases that came down around both sides, left and right. And he brings you up the right-hand side.
Like the Resident Evil mansion.
Yeah, very much so.
Bruce, let us do the talking. You don't know anything about this guy, but he really loves us. We're like extra sons for him.
Okay.
I'm right behind Rand, just nodding. Yep.
As you get to the top of the staircase, it's kind of like how the downstairs was. You have portraits and pictures of like the family and events, and except on this level, you have, going down the hallway, rooms going off of each side, but you have more sculpture type art, just random, some animals, some creatures, some that may possibly kind of sort of look like some of the people in the paintings. And you get to the last room, and it opens up. It's a double door, and it's very ornate. And Jeeves kind of knocks on it a couple times, and you hear very lightly from the inside, Enter. Jeeves pushes open of the door and walks in and beckons you to follow.
Follow
As
him.
you, yep. As you as you enter, you see a giant four-poster bed with kind of like a light sheer drapery over the top, kind of hanging down on all sides, with the left-hand side kind of being lifted up and fastened at the top. And sitting next to the bed is Jenny, holding a hand of someone that's laying in that bed. And as you move around to that side, Jenny kind of looks up,
Like,
kind of
smile and do
smiles.
one of those like low by the hip waves.
Yeah,
At her.
she smiles and she waves. She says, "Oh, good. I'm glad you're here." And as you move to that side of the bed, you see that Henrik is just kind of very frail looking. He's sick, but not necessarily sick in the way that you would assume someone that has like the flu or cancer, or they just seem very disheveled.
Have you seen House of the Dragon, Norm?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What episode of the King's Decline are we in?
I would
He's
say
not missing anything, is he?
no, he's not missing
Okay.
anything, and he doesn't have any open wounds, but I would say
Okay.
he is towards the end of the season.
Ooh,
So
ooh.
very very
Losing
sickly,
hair and sickly and thin.
very sickly. Yep.
But how long had it been? Has it been since these two were last
Somewhere.
here?
So it would have been
Yeah.
probably only a few days, almost a week, since they last saw. So it really has a lot of time has not gone by.
that is literally Axe's. What the fuck?
Uh-huh. And as you look at him, he's got really dark circles under his eyes. He's just all dressed in black. And he's just as weak as he appears. Like, his eyes are darting all around. You know how a cat is kind of looking there and like looks all around as it's following stuff?
He looks a little crazed.
Yeah, he looks a little crazed. And he recognizes you and he says, "Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. This is this is all
course.
very troubling."
You're telling me you look like hell, man.
Yeah, what's going on, Baron?
Did you have some bad food or something?
I've been haunted in my dreams. I cannot sleep. And I keep hearing like these voices in my dreams telling me I haven't slept in 4 days.
Voices are telling you you haven't slept in 4 days?
I need you to help me. Eleanor lays wrapped in her burial gowns in the family resting crypt in the basement. But it was always her need and her want to be placed in her family's mausoleum. I need you to take her. She's begging me to have you take her and place her with her family.
Wait. What? The dead body's begging you in your dreams?
Yes, Eleanor comes to me in my dreams and tells me
Oh,
she's
yeah, that makes sense.
I kind of stick my head behind Bruce and look over at Rand and go, running my finger around my head like he's nuts.
Jenny kind of looks at you and kind of frowns and says, "Axe, that is not very nice."
Bodies are talking to him?
And Henrik again looks at you and says, "Please." She's begging. And again, his eyes are just darting all over the place and kind of fixate kind of at the foot of the bed. And he tilts his head almost as if he's listening to someone talk.
How strong are you, Bruce?
Pretty good, pretty strong.
Can you carry a body?
I can carry a body.
He's got a purpose.
All right.
All right, Bruce, you
Please.
carry the body. We'll do the navigation. So where are we going again?
What are you guys
Family's
passive?
mausoleum. Where's that?
What's everybody's passive wisdom? or
Perception?
Passive insight?
Passive insight? 10.
9.
Oh, 9. I'm sorry, 11. That's not true. It's 11.
All right. So Rand, you would recognize that he is kind of in the grip of a madness. He's just so in such despair over his wife that he is just kind of losing his grip a little bit. And that,
Hey, guys,
by doing this, it will hopefully alleviate and give him peace of mind and kind of help bring him back to his normal life.
Out of character, JC is trying to remember. Eleanor was his wife, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
some
I did not
Yeah,
some
see
we-
the
lady.
episodes I should have.
Yeah, it was his side piece. He's more distraught over his side piece than his wife.
I hope that's not Jenny.
Oh God, no. That's just
I mean, House
know
of the
what?
Dragon. we
We're-
made
we're
one
all-
reference to it already.
we're all gonna take a timeout so Genius can think about what he did and just said.
I mean,
All right, back to it.
Yes.
All right, so that is Bruce and Rand don't get that from this interaction, but you understand that's the way it is right now.
Yeah, we can make this happen. No problem.
Yeah, we got this. We got a guy to carry the body.
That's all we need.
And actually, I take that back. It's not the actual body. It's an urn, so it's not like you have to
Oh.
transport an entire body.
Oh,
So it's
that's
a
even
lot
easier.
yeah.
probably better because my if I'm carrying it, my spiked armor might do some damage to a body.
Already dead, Bruce.
Yeah, it's an urn. So they had the ceremony or whatever you want to call it.
We're gonna have to earn our keep on this one.
Ouch.
There's the show title,
Ouch.
folks. There's the show title. So Jeeves, kind of who is sitting back in the corner, kind of steps forward and says, "Please follow me," and kind of motions out the door.
Before I turn to walk away, I just come over to Jenny and say, "Sorry. It's good to see you again."
It is
And then I
fine.
go,
It is good to see you as well, and we will talk when you get back.
yes. Yes.
So he leads you, kind of back to the front hall entranceway, where one of the other servants has already brought in the urn to the front entryway and is kind of holding it with great reverence by the door. And Jeeves looks at you all. This may be too much to ask, but can you please be careful? This is a very important thing you are carrying. Eleanor was much beloved by this entire area and all who worked for her and with her. We need you to treat this with great reverence.
No problem, Jimbo. We got this.
So where are we going? Do we have a map?
He's
Yeah.
carrying
You
it,
have-
man.
Yep. So he, Jeeves gives you the urn, and he
And turn
pulls
and look
out-
at Bruce.
Yeah.
He holds it out and it's like, "This is
Sitting
your
next-
job, dude."
sitting next
I'll
to
take the urn.
sitting next to the guy on a table was a rolled up map, and Jeeves takes it, rolls it open, kind of points to where you are, kind of like what he did the first time around, and then points, "You are going here." and he kind of circles it and kind of gives you the layout of the land.
Do we get to take this map with us, or do we got to memorize this?
Nope, you can take it with you.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cakewalk.
And so you are going to he basically gives you everything you need, like all of your rations and everything for your 2-day trip,
Nice.
and
Pocket
says
bacon. Hell
you
yeah.
are pocket bacon. He says you are headed to the Painted Valley. That is where you are headed. That
Painted
is
Valley.
Eleanor's resting family's mausoleum resting place. The roads are very safe, so you should not have any issues. Now, please make
Thanks,
haste.
GBs.
And then
Where's that chilled bourbon now?
we are not giving you bourbon until you get back.
So stingy with it.
You had one job, GBs. All right.
All right. He
Well,
more or less
I
kind
got
of
the map.
puts out his arms and kind of shuffles you to the door, like, get the fuck out of here. like he's just annoyed
Oh.
that you're still standing in the entryway.
Bruce grabbed the urn, Rand grabbed the map. Axe kind of looks around and goes, and grabs the spear and just
Kind of hucks it out.
he turns and leaves. There's no pushing him. He realizes he doesn't need to grab anything, so it's time to hit the road. Hope it doesn't hit back.
Yeah. So the trip takes 2 days. So it's kind of a longer trek. And at night, as you know, the roads are safe, you know, it's good weather, all that fun stuff. But at night, as you sleep, all three of you have these dreams, not nightmares. For Axe and Rand, you would understand that it is Eleanor because you saw the body. It looks like her, but like younger, full of life, vibrant, and she just says things to you. Not really things that you can remember, but it just kind of haunts you. And for Bruce, it would be just almost like more, not necessarily scary, but more disturbing because you don't know who this person is. And both nights, it's the same person telling you the same thing, but it's kind of indistinguishable, but you kind of get pieces of, you know, the idea, like the thoughts in your head are of, lay me to rest. I need peace. And
So lay me to rest, not bring me to life.
Wake me
Yes.
up. Wake me up inside.
Wake me up.
Save me.
She does not sing to you.
Can't wake
No, she doesn't sing to us.
Yeah, there's no male spirit in the background as backing vocals.
A haunting guitar riff.
Yeah. But that, you know, when you wake up both mornings, you're left with the feeling of urgency, but also just kind of this lingering feeling that she's kind of with you. And whether you discuss that amongst yourselves is whatever. Do you guys want to talk about anything on your trip?
I'm really kind of disappointed. I was hoping I'd dream about Bree. I did not.
That was not
I
pretty.
don't
Wait a
remember what it
minute.
was, but I know it wasn't her. Ugh.
I mean, Rand is gonna say, "Well, I see what the Duke means. I had a dream about his wife too, and it's
Don't
pretty
tell
creepy.
Jenny, she'll get upset.
Pretty damn creepy."
Don't think you should be dreaming about another man's wife,
She's dead, Bruce.
especially a dead one.
Hey, we all got our kinks.
All right.
Whatever happens.
Bruce is slowly forming a negative opinion about Axe and and Bree. Just kind of like everything Axe says seems like not a good match. Whether it's intentional or not, he's slowly putting that together.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Axe. I imagine Axe was always the one that just kind of approached Bree and thought he was being cool and slick, and ended up just being a moron.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
So she never gave him like the time of day. Like she said a few words to him, and those are precious memories to him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you guys,
There's an elaborate story that Axe tells sometimes
Yeah.
about interaction that took all of 30 seconds and makes into like a entire
Exactly.
afternoon. Yeah.
the
It was an
entire
afternoon
2-day
of
trip is
conversation
a,
over drinks.
yeah. All right. So as you approach, it's a very overgrown valley, and you come down through the mountains. And as you're coming down, it's very pretty. It's very overgrown. It's very. The smell of flowers is not overwhelming. It's very pleasant.
Alive.
Yeah, it's very alive, but everything is just very overgrown. And there's
Unlike the house, which was very dead.
yeah, very much so.
Mm-hmm.
And as you go and come down the mountain, you can kind of see over the valley, and you kind of see buildings, and you have like the clouds are kind of lower because you are coming from a little bit higher up. The clouds feel really low to the ground. And you see, as you get closer, it kind of opens up, and you kind of distinguishes a little bit more buildings. And way further past this little, not even a town, it's just kind of a
Intersection.
Hamlet.
little burg. Yeah, a little hamlet.
Like 4 buildings on an intersection.
More or less, 2 churches, 5 bars, and a mausoleum.
So we're in
Small
Wisconsin?
town.
One stoplight.
Like Maribel.
Yep. And past this little burg,
There's a
you
subway
see,
in the gas station. That's where we all meet up.
you see like a 3 or 4 story tower past this little burg. It's not inside. It's not in town. It's kind of on the far side of the other end of town. And as you slowly work your way down,
Story mausoleum.
what?
Is this the mausoleum? This 4-story building?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
it's a family.
It's an important family.
Family had some money. And apparently they built a little town to take care of the mausoleum.
Yeah.
So as
This is
you
the People's
right.
Palace. And,
as you go down, you see all these buildings and stuff, and you enter the town, and everything is just. You can tell that things just have gone to shit. Like trees are coming out from rooftops, doors are hanging off, windows are broken. Like nature has reclaimed town. And as you continue walking through, just slowly meandering through this little town, up on the left-hand side, you see a house that doesn't have any trees or like nature left that house alone. And as you get closer, you kind of see a gentleman appear from around the side of the house.
Can you describe said gentleman? Human?
Said gentleman is human. He looks
Okay.
really, really old. He looks, he's very grizzled. So he's kind of, probably like an 85-year-old dude, like maintaining a house. And he looks like he's got like a work apron on, almost like one of those leather workman aprons. And he's holding a rake. And he's just kind of a rake. Yeah, he's puttering.
Oh.
He's taking care of stuff.
Yeah. He saw you kids and he thinks you're going to go on his lawn.
Yeah.
Gotta leave, bro.
And he's just kind of taking, he's maintaining his house. And as you get closer, he stops and he kind of rests on the rake.
Rand, this guy's like Man, he's like the human version of Old Man Rockbiter. Guy that always yelled at us to get off his stone.
Oh, I hope he doesn't put us to work. I didn't come here to rake.
No, we have a delivery to make. We're busy. We're hired.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he wants to pay us more, or has whiskey.
Well, yeah. I'm sure he notices how big of a deal we are. So,
As you
If
guys
he
get
doesn't, I have a
closer,
piece of paper in my backpack.
when you
Show it
actually
to him.
get to his property, he just kind of looks at you and says, "You guys better be leaving before something bad happens to you."
Like what?
What?
Like what?
What do you
bad?
mean, like-
what?
What do you mean? Like what?
like, what bad? What things
what-
bad? What bad things?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been here for 30 years taking care of the mausoleum for the family and
Oh, you got a key to the mausoleum? We have a delivery for the mausoleum.
oh, you do you?
Yes.
Let me see if I can find the key.
Oh, awesome. All right, we'll wait here.
And he just kind of
Man,
stands
I'd
there.
hate to tell the Baron that we can't drop off the remains of his lovely wife Eleanor.
As you guys are talking, you can kind of see his mouth kind of droops open. And you just kind of, when you're talking to somebody and you know for a fact they just aren't listening. Like he's kind
nothing
of
like
inside
Old
his own
Man
thoughts.
Rockbiter.
He just stands there.
I think he fell asleep.
Hey,
And he kind of
Billy.
startles.
Eddie Bob.
And says, "Hey, you guys need to leave before something bad happens to you guys."
Bruce,
man.
you
in a time loop.
speak Cantankerous. Why don't you talk to this old asshole?
Bruce will pull the urn out and walk up and say, "This is the remains of Eleanor. I don't know if we know her last name. She
Rennet.
Rennet.
worship. I mean her
Her married
family's name.
name. Eleanor family name.
Probably Rennet too, by the way.
We'd like to deliver this to the mausoleum. Do
Oh, to the
you,
dragon?
My sister, cousin, brother needs to be buried. He kind of looks at you. Mausoleum? I've been taking care of the mausoleum for like 30 years. I'm the only one left.
Hey, Bruce, is he real? Like, touch his shoulder. Is he a projection or something that's like stuck on repeat?
Don't touch the old man with the rake and that attitude.
Don't.
I will.
Why don't you guys give
Hang on
me
a minute. I got
a
a spear. Hang on.
give me a perception check?
Take the butt end of my spear and just kind of tap him with the butt end of my
Like,
spear.
poke him on the shoe.
Yeah. Are you real?
Why don't you guys give me a wisdom check or perception?
Perception.
Not good.
Good.
18.
Great.
3.
Double deuce.
Nice.
Ooh, 22.
So Axe and Rand, you do notice that he's just that very glassy stare. But you also notice that when he's talking, you see black spots on his tongue.
Is any of this familiar from like previous encounters? No.
Nope. You just he has black spots on his tongue, and he just kind of you can tell that he's not right.
Did
Sir.
you catch your name, old timer?
My name's Valdemar.
All right, Valtrex, can I get your keys to the mausoleum, sir? We gotta get this dropped off, and then we gotta go.
He reaches into the front of his apron, pulls out a ring of like 20 keys, and kind of sticks his arm out.
I grab the keys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
was
just
waiting
gonna
for
stand
someone to
there.
say it.
Yep. And so he lets go when you take it, and he's gives you a warning again. You guys better leave. Better leave.
We'd like to. Which key is it?
He just
The
ignores you.
mausoleum.
He
Which
just
key's the mausoleum key?
We better
eyes kind of fog over again.
better
And he just kind
go
of stops
before he
listening.
wants his keys back.
I'm stepping backwards as I'm doing this. Okay, we have keys. I tie them to my belt tightly. So yes, stealth checks will be at disadvantage now until I get rid of the keys.
Jingle,
No, that's
jingle,
all of
jingle.
us.
Yeah.
Jackpot. All right,
And
let's head.
he hands the keys over, and he just kind of stands there and just kind of stares at you like. Doop, doop, doop. After a minute, he just starts. He just kind of turns around and he just rakes really at nothing.
Oh boy.
Well, you guys,
All right,
what would you like to do?
you guys come across the nicest fellows. Not a touch wrong with any of them.
Head to
Well,
You can, if you look around, you can kind of tell that you can see the tip of that, the mausoleum kind of poking up through the trees. So it's
Head that
not
direction.
really difficult for you to figure out which way to go. You just, what would you like to do? Would you like to look around a little bit? Would you like to keep going?
we got the key to the mausoleum. Let's go to the mausoleum.
yep.
We're here to deliver an urn.
Actually, can
I
I
don't wanna
peek in
poke
one
around
of
that
the
dude who's
windows? Just peek in one of the windows, see if I can see anything inside.
Yeah, I mean,
In the house or the...
there's. Are you
The
talking
house.
about his house or just a random house?
Yeah, just a house on the way to the mausoleum.
Sure. So as you continue walking along your path, you come, the houses are not close together, but they're not far apart. There's probably another 4 or 5 houses on each side of the road as you walk to the edge of town. And as you walk past, you kind of go from one house to the next and kind of peek in, and they all kind of look the same. Broken chairs, trees kind of coming up. Nothing really sticks out as livable, much less lived in at any point in the last 30 years. It kind of appears that when he says he's the only person that's been there for the last 30 years, you believe it. Like, it is like full-grown trees coming out of some of these houses and kind of tilting them. And
Place looks like some evil druid went through it with a gusto.
Well, that's what happens when you get a bunch of crazy folk, and they're just putting stuff together.
Is there any wildlife, like animals around?
yeah, I mean, as you're going, you come to the edge of town, and there's birds chirping. You see a couple little bunnies hopping around here and there. And when you get to the edge of town, it kind of changes from, light trees, light brush, shrubbery, and all that stuff to a pretty dense, forest. So you have birds singing in the trees, and as you look around, you'll know you kind of notice like this purplish, blackish fungi blooming everywhere.
Look anything like the black spots on the dude's tongue?
There's really, why
No
don't
correlation
you
to
roll
it.
me
Intelligence check?
why don't you roll me an intelligence check?
Sure. No.
Or if you want, medicine.
That's intelligence based. 6.
Medicine is wisdom.
Oh, medicine is wisdom? That isn't going to be much better. Hang on, let me do medicine. That is in. That's a 14.
Anybody else want to roll?
I didn't see the spots on his tongue,
Oh,
so
that's
I'm
right,
not
yeah.
rolling.
No. So with the 14, John, you would kind of associate maybe those black dots on his tongue, maybe with some sort of poisoning or maybe some sort of reaction to all of this mold and black fungi.
Okay. I am at that point when I realize that I'm going to start rummaging through my bag looking for something.
Just nothing. Not nothing. Just
Not,
something.
I'm not looking for nothing. I'm looking for something. I'm gonna actually take part of my disguise kit, which I imagine there's like a shirt in there or something, and I'm going to destroy it and make like mask that I can tie around my nose and mouth, and make one for each of them if they want it.
I mean, I'll take it. Sure.
Yeah, I'll take it, but not unless you
I
tell
don't-
me why.
I don't think we should be breathing these mushroom spores, mold shit. You see that
And we
stuff?
can't be out. We can't be out of here soon enough. Let's go.
Hell yeah. So I take my beard and I like kind of roll it up and put it in front of it and then tie it over it so it acts like a filter.
A dwarf
And
made
wash my
filter.
beard later.
Probably some fried chicken in there.
You could probably market that as a new type of HEPA filter, huh?
Yeah.
Dwarven beard HEPA filters.
Dwarven HEPA. Trademark. Patent pending.
A DEPA filter.
All right. So you put those masks on, and you just kind of keep an eye on it. And then we will go to the
Proceeding
map.
to the.
We are going
we're
to
on the
Owl
map
Bear.
Ooh, we are on the map.
You are
We
now
are
officially on the map.
on the
Pull
map.
this
On the map. On the
On
map.
the map. On the map.
So this is the edge of town, and as you are going, we'll see if I remember how to remove the
Fog of War.
fog of war.
Do we decimal system?
All right.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Come
Are you
on.
insinuating we are munchkins? Because we're actually dwarves.
Yeah, we're dwarves.
Oh,
It'd be more like hi ho,
God.
it's off the work we go.
Y is
Hi ho. Do we need to reload the map, Tom? Did you break it?
no.
You son of a bitch.
It's I select fog of war. It's not letting me.
Edit it.
There we go. Oh,
Are you
now
in edit mode?
Now I am.
I don't know if there's an edit mode.
Nope. I don't want to do that.
Oh,
Ooh,
it all went away.
It all went away.
Yeah, it did. It all went away.
You
All
had
right,
to make
that's
it
fine.
in sections in order to remove it by sections, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and I clicked on the wrong thing. But so as you guys
Oh.
are going, you can kind of move yourselves up. Right about here.
Okay.
So as you look, you have this black.
All
This
these
is
stone-looking things are the
Yeah,
black
that's-
fungi.
Yeah, that's kind of like the black fungi. That's kind of messing with you.
Ew.
I'm kind of
And-
avoiding it. So this stretches across the road in front of us, basically, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, I mean it's literally everywhere.
Are we on horses, or did we walk this one?
You probably would have had to leave your horses at the path because the forest is really dense. It doesn't look like it here, but it really would have been really difficult for you to get your horses through. It would have been more of a pain.
Okay.
So you are on foot at this point.
Can we ask for a firebolt right here, maybe to clear
Yeah.
the path a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt the path. That's a 19 to hit the path with a good old firebolt.
Yeah, I mean it's right in front of you. How far
Yep.
away are you doing it? Are you doing it literally at your feet?
No, I'm standing where I'm standing and I'm hitting the path. I mean, it's right at Rand's feet, it looks like.
So you
He asked for the firebolt, so I obliged.
Hey, firebolt this.
so you firebolt it, and like with anything that is plant based, when you try to set it on fire, it just kind of half burns, half smolders because it's wet. It's moist. Moist.
Do it again.
Moist.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, I mean I don't know what else you're gonna be doing. You're just gonna be sitting there
I'm
firebolting dirt.
I'm
All right.
firebolting and I'm charring it out so that we have a path we can walk on. It might be a little warm, but
Bruce will take out an axe and start kind of swinging it low, trying to scrape a path with the head of the axe.
just knock that burnt shit out of the way, Bruce.
So as you are doing that, your attention is kind of focused on what's in front of you, and
Makes sense.
suddenly you hear scuffling behind you. Two little plant friends. You've kind of spent enough time in the forest and you've been noticed by some violet fungi.
Oh, we're gonna have a great time. These guys are fun.
Adorable.
Why don't you roll for... Oh, hold on, let me start this. Roll for fighting. What's the word I'm looking for?
Initiative.
Initiative. Good
Rolls
Jesus.
for fighting.
Good Jesus.
Roll to fight now.
Let fighting rolls.
That's what I'm going to call it. Roll for fighting.
Roll for fighting.
Roll for fight time.
Why don't you wait 1 second while I get this
Oh, cool. Good.
encounter.
I did worse than you.
Pull it up and then we'll re-roll our initiatives.
All right.
Unless they're in there.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do worse.
Ooh, I did better. I did much better that time.
Worse.
Ditto.
Nice. All right.
You did
start.
worse, Kooch?
So the
Yeah,
initiative
first to worst.
Ouch.
initiative will go Axe, Bruce, Violent Fungi 1, Randolph, and then Fungi 2. And I will label them in Owlbear here. You just want to label 1 for me. Label 1A and 1B, or 1 and 1 2.
Got it. A and B. I'll make those capital letters. Be easier to see. There we go. Oh, I love Owlbear Rodeo. It's so good. All right, so it's me, huh?
Yep.
I'm first.
So Axe, you go first.
Okay, I'm gonna guiding bolt A. It's a 6 to hit.
Yeah, that does not hit. You were so busy working on the fungi in front of you that you just kind of turned and shot your bolt, and it just shot right over his head.
Yep. So that's let's see. I got that. That was my action. I don't think I have a bonus action at all. Nope. Unless I want to convert sorcery points, which I do not right now. All right. Yeah, that will. What did I have? I had a 6. No, I'm good. I'm actually going to move myself back kind of behind you guys onto the trail where we burnt away the shit. And I'm done.
Bruce?
Shit, guys,
All
sorry.
All right.
See if we can get some
Can
battle music.
can you describe the bad guys, like how tall they are, how threatening they look?
Sure. They are they're a medium-sized plant. Let's see here. Let me see if I can give you a good description here.
Oh, men like you were called the fruit.
Do they look like giant alien Venus flytraps?
They are. They're just kind of purplish. They have a couple spikes on them. They have like a tentacle viney thing with a flower that is kind of coming out of them over the top. And it medium-sized is what I'm not sure
Us.
exact.
It's a
Yeah.
normal.
We are
person.
medium sized. These are
Yeah.
big plants.
So they're decent sized. And,
So they're good size for plants, but not like towering over us or anything.
correct.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see like how much resources do we spend on a plant battle?
Scared the shit out of me.
All right,
So
I will.
Why don't you guys roll? All of you roll another perception check for me.
Perception or insight?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. 14.
Also 14.
Rand with the high roll.
What did you get, Rand?
16.
All right. So Rand, as you notice, you look up from Axe's apparent devastation of dirt and fungi, and notice him shoot that bolt at the fungi behind you. You also look around, just kind of to get your bearings to see if you're being surrounded or if anything else is going on, and you notice further up the path, the ghost of Eleanor kind of materializes and starts beckoning you, like, "Come, follow me. Come, come."
Hmm.
And that is what you notice. If you would like to take a free action and say anything, because that may
Guys, either I'm losing my mind or I just saw the ghost of Eleanor. We gotta get this urn to the mausoleum.
Do the plants look threatening or just kind of? I mean, as plants are.
they are looking threatening. Rand, do you kind of point out Eleanor, because she doesn't go away. She's there. She is motioning you and just still silhouetted. Still
Yeah,
very
I mean,
much there.
I nudge my head towards them, but it wouldn't matter, or towards her, but it would matter if they're paying attention to me or the fun guy.
Yeah, if you said that out loud, I think I would have looked and.
I would have spared a glance, yeah, in that direction.
Yeah, so
I think
if you guys
I
look in that
probably
direction,
wouldn't have been overly threatened by the plants then, and I probably would have followed Axe's direction.
All right, so yeah, I mean, if even if you glance in that direction, it is very much you would notice it because you're in this darker, really thick forest, and
Okay.
and she is like this, like kind of like the Lord of the Rings, when she, what's her name?
Gladriel?
Yeah, when she is that bright white
Dark and
spectral.
terrible.
Well,
queen.
before she turns dark, but she's that bright
Oh.
white spectral being.
Yeah, yeah.
That is what Eleanor looks like. So you very much would see that, and you would see her beckoning you, like, "Come, you must come now."
All right. Yeah. So Bruce would have like went to go after those things and kind of turned on his heel and went forward instead.
All right. So are you going to go towards Eleanor then?
Yeah. Is she's on the map, or I don't see?
No, I'll
I don't-
put her. This will be her right here.
There's a ghosty token somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. I will go through the mushroom area and get to about there. And I'll just hold my action to attack because I was kind of in fight or flight mode.
All right.
So if something gets within 5 feet of me, I will attack it with my great axe. And I am done.
Axe, if you would like to, you can use your movement after seeing that. I know you said
The
your
rest of
turn
my
was
move.
done, but
So yeah, that would have been 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I would have gone this way.
I think we only get 25 unless you.
Oh, 25, yes, 25. Sorry, dwarf.
We are dwarfs.
We are dwarf.
Dwarven.
all right. So
Name's
then
Bruce.
Then 25.
now it is needle, or it is the letter B. His turn.
B.
He will.
Yeah. We're leaving Randy behind.
Letter B. Letter B. Letter B. Letter B.
It's going to do a ranged weapon attack. So it is going to shoot needles at Rand. And that is a 21 to hit.
Gonna poke
Hits.
you with his needles. Letter B.
Ooh. For 12 damage?
Gee.
Well, it was.
Sus.
It's 2d6 plus 1, and it rolled a 6 and a 5.
Ouch.
That's the thing.
Are you still standing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's going to move.
My free action is Rand, get the fuck out of there. That's what I yell.
Yeah. And it's going to just move a little bit closer, not much closer.
Shuffles
It'll
along. You know,
move.
it's a plant.
Yeah, it'll move right about here.
Stands still too long, it grows into the ground.
And that'll be his turn. Its turn. Their turn.
Their turn, probably.
Next is Randolph.
All right, I'm gonna bonus action second wind.
Bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Get some points back.
10 points back.
There might be on your actions tab, if you scroll down far enough, there might be a button for it. I don't remember.
I think there is.
There's a button, but I don't know if it rolls. It doesn't seem to roll.
I don't know. It doesn't roll.
Oh.
It's just a
Okay.
checkbox that you used it.
Okay.
Martin has that.
And then I'm gonna run this way, and while yelling, "Holy crap, guys! These things really sting!" as I'm picking needles out of my arm. We gotta get moving now.
Is that the end of your
And then
turn?
my turn's done.
All right.
Yep.
So then it's going to be the other needle's turn. He's going to slowly make its way over this direction. And that's going to be its turn because it's not going to be in range. And then we are actually going to stop there as you guys are being chased by fungi.
These guys aren't as fun as I thought they'd be.
Alright.
Woo woo.
Fungi's are not fun guys. Are neither fun nor guys.
Just because I am
Sus.
fun guy does not mean I am fun guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a good place to stop.
Design
So
geef.
we will pick up there next week as you guys are being chased by needles, and Eleanor is beckoning you towards the mausoleum.
Telling us to come. We're being chased by needles, and she's telling us to come. Sadistic. Bitch.
Awesome.
Is everyone around next week? I can't remember
Yeah.
if there was. I know something coming up.
Nope, I'm in Las Vegas next weekend.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We got.
Ooh, so
Kooch
it's gonna
in
be a
Las
cliffhanger for 2 weeks then.
So,
Dun, dun, dun.
am I running something then?
Sure.
Yeah, probably. I'll run something for. Oh fuck! We had the horror game. That was the horror game spot. So we got to find something to fill the horror game.
That's true.
Oh,
Horror.
all right. I'll think of something.
The horror game.
Horror game. The horror.
Cool. So we are Two Nerds One Quest. We are here every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Sometimes all four of us. Sometimes not quite all four of us.
Got a
We will
lot
be
of
back
balls in
here.
there.
Three of us will be back here next Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/TomMNorm, TOMMNORM. You can follow us there. Hit the heart button. Get notified when we go live. Follow us on Twitter, Tuner's Own Quest. If you enjoy the show, if you enjoy the podcast that comes out during the week, you can share it with everybody. Get the podcast wherever you get your podcast from. Let other people know about the show. Let other people know that you are enjoying it. Give us ratings and reviews wherever you get your podcasts from. I would greatly appreciate that, as would everybody else. That is the best thing you can do to support us, is to let other people know and to give us ratings and reviews, because it does allow us to get found in the algorithms. So for me, for DMJC, well, not the DMJC, for Kooch, and for Genius, I'm Norman. We out.
Word, yo. I'm going to get needled in the ass in 2 weeks. And it will also give us more characters at the Belching Dragon.
Standard array, point buy, starting equipment. At level 5, we should have something, right?
Yeah, an uncommon magical item, and point buy.
Ooh, here we go.
If you want like the magical, actually, I'll probably give you each a like some form of like security equipment. So find an uncommon magical item, and I will have like there, you'll have equipment based on your security.
I have a blackjack and brass knuckles.
Sure. Yeah. That sounds very in line with what it might take.
Nice.
Sounds awesome.
All right, so let's do show titles. I'm glad to
All
see
right, we'll
that you
figure
guys
that out.
did some
We got
titles.
show
Go to tommnorm.showbot.tv. We are back and live. So if you're in chat, go to that. Click on that link. Vote on show titles. I'll read them out here. We have Proficient in Cantankerous. That was really funny. You guys had some really good one-liners. Bourbon in a sippy cup. Earn your keep, Bruce. That one got me. Necro feels so good. Death is a full-time job. Where is the gatekeeper? Filter beard. Moist spores. Let's fighting rolls.
That's fine.
Party time.
The
It's
reference
fun,
was
guys.
in that title. That is. That was South Park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was South Park?
The Let's Fighting Love.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, that's the
Let's
Let's Fighting
rolls.
I think I am going to start calling it, because for some reason I couldn't think of initiative. I think I might call it Roll for Fighting.
Roll for Fighting. Yeah, do that. Put your own flitter on your DMing. I love it.
I like a lot of them this week.
I'm putting a front runner out there. That's that's fantastic.
All right, well, I'm gonna do this one then and see if anyone out in the interwebs
Wants to force a
Still
tie
voting.
for Norm.
What's that?
I'll quit you in there and go vote. Go vote and force a tie for Norm.
Don't be a dick. Come on, Elquin. You're not
Or
a dick,
anyone
are you?
else. Hey, there it is. Yes.
Son of a bitch.
I love our chat. If there are two more of you out there, go vote for like Earn Your Keep Bruce or something. A three-way time make it even more difficult.
We
One
love
of these days,
chat.
I'm just gonna outvote everybody and just pick whichever one I want, just to give you the middle finger.
You should. I like earn your keep, Bruce, too, but I can't vote for two of them.
Yeah, you can. You can
I
vote
mean,
for
you
however many you
technically
want.
can.
Can I technically?
You
Good
can
stuff.
technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can vote for two, I might vote for two.
I voted for two.
Yeah, this was a roller coaster of a ride for character creation. So it settled in a place I was not expecting to go, and I really, really liked it once I stumbled across it.
My God, it's
Norm
such
and
a
I were
great
kind of
idea.
chatting.
It's
Like,
such a
'cause
great idea.
You watch the episode back, and both of you are like, "We're kind of disappointments to our dad, and we're named after axes, but none of us carry axes and all this stuff." And
Yep.
it's like, well, then the perfect character is obviously someone who
The
is
model
like,
kid.
yeah, the football quarterback who everybody loves, but unless you're that kid who's like, why does he have to be so popular? Why does everyone like him and nobody likes me? And
The fact that
He's
you made him
head of
have a
the
twin
class.
sister, I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
freaking brilliant. Because that allowed me to I riffed on that and grabbed shit on that and ran with it, which was fantastic. It's
Yeah,
a good addition. I love that we're all dwarves. It's amazing.
Jeff and I were kind of fleshing that out this week, or Jeff was throwing some ideas and asking permission for things, and it's like, that works. Yeah.
If you can make it work in the story.
You know, at some point we're gonna have to get him drunk, right?
Yes, you will.
Have the gloves come off.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Well,
I
what do you
didn't keep
think,
that
Tom?
thing, Norm. So
Oh, you didn't?
no, that's for later.
Okay.
So that'll be a different thing we do sometime in the future. But yeah, it'll be good. This was fun. It was fun walking in and kind of. You know what's funny is I kind of like scripted that opening, but you can only script it so far because you've got other players, and you did it like when you said I roll my eyes, I'm like, that's what I would have scripted for you.
Oh yeah, it's throwing the ball back and forth. Like it's like
Yeah, it was. I like the hero, entrance for your character, just because it made sense. Like the that was good.
As a dwarf, he's the biggest guy in the room sometimes.
Yeah.
So
that's good. Good.
Did we get a tiebreaker, or how's that going?
No, there's no tiebreaker yet. I
Come on, Norm, pick one.
I'm torn between the proficient and the fighting roles. I kind of like them both.
Yeah. The nonchalance with Proficient and Cantankerous, just how that line was delivered, it was like, no, that's too perfect.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll vote. I'll take that one. Proficient and Cantankerous, I think, is the winner.
Oh hell, that was fun.
I could do both, Elquin. I could actually just stick it in the show notes as runner up. I think I said like early on I was gonna start putting other titles in the show notes as possibles, but or
you pull a TMS and just announce 3 show titles at the beginning of the podcast. You just do on today 2 nerds
coming
one
up
quest,
on
Proficient and
2 nerds one
Cantankerous.
quest.
Let's fighting rolls and earn your keep, Bruce.
It probably makes sense to go with Proficient and Cantankerous because that was more of a one-time thing. I mean, if we're gonna start fighting rolls every time we enter combat, then that might come up again.
Yeah. Well, it would come up again, but this would be like the
It would mark the start of it.
Yeah.
The origin story of that, which we know it was session 3 of the
investigators.
The investigators. I like that we're called the investigators. That works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So this current
the Dwarven
series,
FBI.
Yeah, this current series is all every story is an investigation essentially. So
cool.
Yeah. And
yeah, I thought this was gonna be pretty straightforward when you said it was all like, I'm like, dude, it's all overgrown and stuff, and I'm like, oh cool, it's normal. Walk down there, and then first dude we interact with is just like on repeat in his head, and it's like, what the? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short-term
somebody
memory
slap
loss.
them and keep the record.
I have a
from skipping.
key ring. I have a key ring with 20 keys on it. I mean, I know I'm
Ooh,
gonna need to
wait
get
a
into the mausoleum, but afterwards, I can have a lot of fun with that many keys.
See what's left after 30 years in all those houses.
Oh no!
Now you're
no,
talking.
no, I got
CSI
ideas.
dwarves. You should. Yeah. That could have been a that could have been the show
CSI
title.
dwarfs. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. You know, I wish I could draw, because if I could draw, I would draw Axe, Rand, and Bruce as CSIs.
Oh my god.
We need somebody that's good in that listens to this to start drawing some fan art, because that would be if you listen, if you start drawing fan art, we'll share it on the show. I will. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I would love to see that.
It'd be amaze balls.
All right, so I am going
good
to
shit.
shut this down because we have our friends in town, and I
Yeah.
need to get going. So
You're
thank
a
you.
poet and you don't even know it.
Yeah. So thank you to everybody for coming in. I'm going to see who is available that we can.
Did I mean, I got to watch you guys the last two. Did you have any questions about Bruce and your characters' backstories that we might want to either I already thought of or we should make up together? Or
I think we can chat
Anything
about
you-
that on the.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I assume that Bruce.
I mean, I've set some stuff in place already with your sister.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there is. I mean, there isn't. I mean, they wouldn't have been. You know, I'm kind of thinking like upperclassmen, lowerclassmen, kind of if dwarves were in high school, kind of thing. Like
Shit.
he knew of you, but you know, not that you guys were like buds or anything, but he was aware you were around, and you guys were obviously aware of him in probably a negative way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll if I think of anything, I'll just text you before. 2 weeks from now.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're gonna raid
For sure.
J.K. Grammar. He has a Frog Pants regular active
Nice.
user. He's playing
Love the Frog Pants family.
Horizon Forbidden West, I believe is what it's called.
Ooh, fantastic.
So he is actively playing that. So
New
give
Horizon.
him a follow, and he is a very cool guy, and will definitely interact with you. And yeah, he's just a overall all around nice guy.
Cool.
So I will put us over to that, and we'll catch you next week, guys.
Awesome.
Rock
sauce.
and roll, man.
See you later,
All
chat.
right.
Out.
See you, dudes. Get them.
Boom down.
Awesome.
Good shit, Jeff. Good shit. Nice job, Norm.
Yeah.
Love it. I love this shit. Dungeons and Dragons is so good. I love
Yeah, I was
Dungeons
going
and
in-
Dragons.
Trying to figure out what the character, and I kind of had an idea for this story, and I'm like, but it really only makes sense if he's a little older and a little more experienced. So, like Norm, for story reasons, can I be level 3? And he's like, probably not, but tell me why. And like,
Oh,
here's
are you
why. He's
level
like,
3?
yeah, that's hilarious. I'm level 3, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep,
So I
that
may
was
not level
something
up
that-
with you guys, but it was kind of for story reasons. That's
Oh,
kind of
that's
fun. You know, just fun.
fantastic. Oh, that is so good. And honestly, that'll
we'll
help
see.
you, Norm, if these are level 4, or I mean, 4-person adventures. At these levels, having one character be up, that's probably going to help your
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
and then
combat
from a-
real well.
it really
from
doesn't
a,
matter.
from a
'cause-
story wise. I mean, you guys don't care if Bruce makes it. So you're like, hey, Bruce, there's a thing. It might hurt you. Go do that thing. And it's like, well, I'm level 3, so sure.